How is xQc risking losing 50% of his 50 million net worth even though he's not married? Well, it's all because of his ex. She had the exact opportunity to be a successful streamer. She had the XP boost of being together with the biggest streamer in the world. She had access to X credit card and had all resources to make good videos. But she became an RP streamer without a camera. After the public breakup with xQc in September, she realized her future was done. She's been living the dream life all these years, not having the need to pay for anything. She had to choose between two options: going back to having a normal life and job, or backstab the person that's been by her side for years and always providing her with everything she needed, especially food, to never have to work again. So she sued him for common law marriage. What is common law marriage? Common law marriage, in short, is a type of marriage that occurs without a legal marriage sophistication. In Texas, common law marriage has the same standing as a real marriage. However, in order for it to become a common law marriage, certain criteria has to be made, like both partners must agree to be married, both partners must live together as a married couple, both partners must present themselves to the public as a married couple. If this is met, everything during the relationship is considered to be owned by both, and all the assets will be divided like a real divorce. Why would she do this? She chose to destroy her whole reputation as a human being to never have to work again. Because this is the last and only way she can squeeze out the money and never have to work a single day again and have generational wealth. What do you think? Do you think this is fair, or is this a legal robbery? This is Adapter. She's suing her boyfriend xQc for a divorce, even though they were never married. I have many videos going through the court case, and if you think I'm trying to make Adapter look bad, you're wrong. She's doing it herself. She sent a violation to the judge that xQc is spending her money. And after deep research into the ocean, the wasted money she reported as a violation, and even requested the jury to hold xQc jail and fined for, was a tip he made to a waitress. xQc tipped $1,200.
Just to make sure, okay, this is for you. It's not an error, okay? I had some randomizer. I'm not.
Adapter is using a good deed that maybe helped a mother feed her starving kids as a violation against him to get him jail or win 50% of 50 million. Imagine being so greedy you want to destroy a whole person's hard work for years just because you don't want to take accountability like the rest of society, just because you're lazy. Get a job, do a service for others, and get paid like all the rest of us. Many see streaming as a joke and not a real job, and I totally understand that because it's everybody's dream job. But we need to understand that X serves as a service, entertainment, something that Adapter realized that she will never be able to do. And she's fully aware of this, and it's the reason she's trying to take down the person who has been her food coupon for years. She's doing everything possible to take down X. She also sent a jury violation for buying a Rolex and for betting $500,000 on a World Cup game. She also sent a jury a violation for streaming their argument without her knowledge. But she sent a message in his live stream chat before going there. So X is restricted from buying jewelry, accessories, clothes. Restricted from gambling. He's not allowed to touch his McLaren 720S. Not allowed to change the password to his bank card. He's not allowed to go near her, so he can't go to sue. He's not allowed to change passwords on email.
Hello, xQc. This is Adept's lawyer. I'm sending this message to you to remind you that the McLaren isn't yours, bucko. Also, your last 3 relationships with the women didn't work out. Maybe try some of those femboys you like so much instead. Get the juice.
People saw something and are now speculating about what it means, and the problem is that they don't understand how these things work whatsoever. I will tell you with 100% confidence, I am not married. I was never married, and honestly, like everybody that's been watching the stream for like 6 years, okay, know my exact mindset about this, that I would probably never get married for the rest of my life. Okay, it's not something that interests me. I think people do it out of like customs or whatever. I don't see any value in it. Okay, well, dude, what about the thing that would require you to understand how these things work and put 2 and 2 together? But I can't do it.
xQc and Adapter is in the world's biggest common law marriage divorce and been having some crazy last few months. With many different rules and obligations that X can't do because of the ongoing case, nobody on the outside can really know what is happening behind the scenes, even though some parts was displayed on stream. But one picture changed it all. A fan posted a picture with xQc on Reddit. He was so happy that he met his favorite streamer and chatted like many others did before with others. But something very weird happened. The mods took down the picture. Fans noticed this and didn't understand why, since it was a fan picture. Many started wondering if this guy did something to X or had any connections to Adapter. Suddenly, my Instagram starts getting spammed of pictures from Adapter's story. She posted a picture at a
All right, how's everybody doing? Ooh, my goodness, man. It is the weekend. Oh my goodness, man. It has been a very trying day for me, man. Like, it's supposed to be easy. You know, it's supposed to be the weekend. I'm supposed to just be getting ready. I got my daughter upstairs sleeping, so we got to keep it down tonight. I can't get too animated, but, you know, we don't want to wake her up in the stream. But I got a good show for you guys, man. I got a good show. It's a good show. It's been a lot of developments, a lot of new news. I was just gonna bring forth some Andrew Tate stuff, and next thing you know, I got people who were supposed to come up like, I don't know if I'm coming up with you talking to Andrew Tate. But it's been a lot of drama, guys. A lot of drama, not in Mr. Kyle's life. Well, it's definitely some drama in his life, but in my life, like on a Friday, right? Someone, one of my fans, shout out to my BFF, went live to their 50,000 Instagram followers. About 100 showed up, and they just went in on me for like an hour. Oh my God, they went in on me. I had someone, they said they was going to expose me while exposing them before I can expose them. It's like some 8 Mile type stuff. They went all be rabid on me. I'm like, girl, I wasn't even gonna say any of that out loud, but since you did it, you know, you did it. And then I had some dude say I ain't black, and he put that on Crip. He was like, yo, you ain't black, and he put it on Crip, and you know, she co-signed, and it was like, I just got out of jail. I'm like, dude, are we glorifying getting out of jail? Like, are we glorifying living in the trenches? Like, what are we doing? Anyway, and then she said she want to fight me on site, like this. Look, I don't fight nobody. I'm just trying to be alive for my daughter, you know? Like, we just want to listen to Dos Ecositas or whatever my daughter's favorite song is, and then she want to fight me. Like, was it haters want to fight me? But anyway, shout out to them, you know, shout out to look, my haters. I wish y'all great success, all that good stuff. But anyway, and, you know, we talking about this marriage stuff, man. And I was talking to a millionaire. Like, this dude is either a millionaire or on his way to be a millionaire. And he said he got married with no prenup. I'm like, bro. So I just started explaining to him some marital laws and like, yo, look, this is how it's going to go. This is what you need to, get that post-nup ASAP. You need to get that post-nup ASAP. Because if you don't get that post-nup, all them businesses you got, ooh, they gonna be hers in the divorce. But anywho, I don't want to keep y'all too late because I got to get up. You know, my daughter, she just turned 3, and then she 36 inches. So we about to we going go-kart racing in the morning, and she don't know it. She has no idea. She has no idea we going go-kart racing because, you know, we go to arcade. She always like, I want to drive, Daddy. So I'll sit her on my lap and we drive. But tomorrow we driving some real a mile go-karts, and then we gonna work our way up to the 50-mile-per-hour ones because that's how we, you know, I want to make sure my daughter ain't scared of nothing, especially not some race cars. But anywho, let's get into the show, man. Let's like what are we talking about today? What are we talking about? Um, my daughter, she is so precious to me. I would be mortified if my daughter was about to be like some of these women that we about to discuss today. And with that being said, the fathers are not there. And you're gonna see that in real time. I promise you're gonna be like, yo, when you look at this police report, any juicers in the chat? Any juicers in the chat? If you a juicer, put an XQCL. put an XQCL in there,
Oh my God! This game sucks!
Yo, this game is sucking for Mr. Kyle. I kid you not, man. But common law divorce, Sammy's trying to get millions from Mr. Kyle's. And if my daughter was coming to me and said, hey, I'm about to divorce my boyfriend, I'm be like, why? For what? And she's like, well, Dad, we married. When was the wedding? When was the ceremony? No, it was a common law marriage, Dad. Like, what? It was a common. Well, how long were you together? About 4 years. How long were you married? About 2 years. Does he say that? Where's Mr. Kyle? I need to talk to Mr. Kyle. We need to have y'all together. I just can't get one side of the story. And that's what's happening. And oh man, people are getting railroaded. This is the year of false allegations, man. False allegations. But what are we talking about today? Entitlement, people feeling entitled. Girls not growing up with their fathers. But anyway, we got some Andrew Tate updates. Look, I got a crazy Andrew Tate story, right? Crazy Andrew Tate story. If you're not living under a rock, you probably know who Andrew Tate is, the top G. I know the juicers know when Top G was talking to Mr. Kyle, everything was it was a little tense, and he called out Sammy. So you can say what you want about Top G, but he definitely called that Sammy was not going to be there, like, of course, anyone would have called that. But we got Top G updates. We got his lawyer. We got his statement. What else we got? We got how he's getting treated. And it was something else. We got the girls who are at the center of this case. Someone said bottom G. Yeah, but and like crazy thing is some of my followers, they older. They like me. They don't know nothing. Like when I was introduced to Andrew Tate, I was in my like 30s. When these kids were introduced to Andrew Tate, they were like 15. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and we got Sammy. Okay. Now I'm a little disappointed in the juicers because y'all definitely trolled me talking about, oh, whale was her favorite animal. Okay. Like, I'm like, what? Why? Because I'm like, why people keep spamming whales? Like, is that her favorite animal? Look, I'm in corporate America, right? And when you in the interview in these corporate America jobs, they be like, yo, if you could be one animal, what would it be? And I'm thinking like, yo, did she say whale? Like, what's going on? Come to find out, y'all are trolling her. And then I seen a picture of her. I'm like, she don't look like a whale, guys. Look. All right, okay. Let me show you. Let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me pull her up because she put out like a little Valentine's Day gift. Where is it at? Window right here. Let's share it. I'm like, yo, is this what y'all saying is a whale? Like, come on, guys. Is this a whale? She don't look like a whale to me. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I got the old man eyes. I ain't seeing things like y'all seeing things. But this don't look like a whale to me. Like, look, if this showed up at my house for Valentine's Day, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna send her back immediately, but hey, we might have to talk. We might have to talk about what's going on in her life. What's going on in the divorce. Anywho. So we got Sammy. Did she delete evidence? Of course, I do have some evidence on that. Hey, I'm like, hey, something's missing. I'm looking at her social blade, and shout out to everyone who's been sending me evidence. We got the police report. The police report is probably the most telling. Like when you see the police report, that's like the main event. We're gonna give you a case update, but first. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting sick, right? I got people telling me I ain't black. They put that on Crip. I got people want to fight me. I got a flat earth group, right? A bunch of people who believe the earth is flat coming at me. They're in my my DMs. Like, yo, the earth is flat. I'm like, no, it's not. They're like, yes, it is. Anyway, let me get to the early contributors today. Let me go through. If you want to donate to the show, you could donate $ at Cash App, or you can send a super chat to let your voice be heard. And shout out to our first donation, Dust Productions. Oh, he know about it. Too many people think the earth is flat. Yeah, we're going to address the earth is flat. We're going to address the flat earthers on Monday around 8 p.m. Around 8 p.m., we're going to address the, gosh. Anywho, let me just check the Cash App, but there's something I definitely want to bring up, guys. All right, no Cash Apps. I want to thank my sponsor for sponsoring this stream, uhfy.com. And let me put that up there so y'all can see. And boop, let me make it bigger. uhfy.com, and they got my own page. Let me put the link to it in the description, and we gonna pin it to the top for y'all. They got some cool products. Shout out to them. Fast shipping. You definitely want to check them out, and the products are free, guys. Products are free. You just got to pay for the shipping and handling. Let me replace them. And the link to them is in the description and also pinned in the live chat. I know what you're thinking. Like, oh man, these products are inexpensive. Yes, inexpensive, right? Like this drone right here. I ain't clicked on it. Let me share this tab. Let me go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Right here. This drone right here. I would definitely get this for my daughter because it's inexpensive. Like, look, she 3. What's she gonna do? She gonna learn to fly, and then we gonna be out. But they got some good products on here. Go check them out. But anyway, let's get to the first topic of the day, and we're gonna talk about Andrew Tate, guys. Any Andrew Tate fans in here? Any Andrew Tate fans? If you're an Andrew Tate fan, put like a top G. Someone said they bought 8. Oh yeah, go check them out. Go check them out. Anywho, my voice is feeling raspy or whatever. Gosh, man, I'm like frazzled. Someone said no. Someone said yeah. Anyway, whether you a Top G fan or not, I see someone said free Top G. Okay, I'm with you. And before we get into it, shout out to King8276. Someone in the offline chat said you want a second divorce with the pic you show. Ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Look, man.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
That's hilarious. Hey, look, man. I don't got no problem with Sammy. Let me put my sponsors banner up. And look, guys, I don't got nothing against Sammy. I don't. I truly don't, man. Like, y'all calling her well, I ain't seeing it. I just think maybe I'm old. I'm an old man. And y'all young Thundercats, y'all want some Amaranth or that's the only Twitch streamer I know, guys. It's sad. But anyway, let's get into Andrew Tate. We're going to do it quick because I want to get to the Mr. Kyle stuff because I see based on the audience, someone said Kappa. Look, man, I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got 430 votes. We got 3% Andrew Tate fans. Got it. Damn, all right, we're gonna go this quickly, and then maybe I'll bring up 2 special guests. One is on the fence, but we're gonna give him a shout out anyway because there's a guy I didn't necessarily collaborate on the xQc stuff, but he was definitely pivotal and instrumental in helping me become the streamer I am today. And my voice is getting a little hoarse. And that's Stephen Asarch. So we gonna show him some love, but we gonna go through this. So if you don't know, Top G was arrested, but people were like, "Yo, who was Top G? How did he get rich? Do people know how he got rich? People know how he got famous? Look, you can say what you will about how his views on women and life and all this, but his business mind, right? That business mind is so savvy. It's working at like 1,000%. And I'm like, I wish I had a product that I could sell you that I could tap into to exploit this business model that he created. And I'm telling you, it's genius. And someone said, is this a rerun? No, it ain't a rerun. Trafficking? No. How did he get rich? Okay, I'll give y'all a quick story. He got rich basically from webcam girls. All right, webcam girls. They were in front of the camera, and dudes were behind the computer messaging dudes. So the dudes who were paying to see the webcam girls thought they were messaging them, but they were messaging dudes. I mean, it's like a genius. You preying on men, but you can say what you want. But how did he become famous and rich? All right, so we're gonna go to this Vice We just gonna go to this Vice article real quick. And look, fair use, guys, fair use. And they're gonna talk about Hustler University. Now, look, if you got a product and you want to do it like this is a great marketing tool that I don't think many people tapped into.
Has lots of cars and money. All the women love him. He's sexist. Oh no, please don't put that on the internet.
All right, yeah. He leans into it a little bit. Hopefully I'll lose y'all. But look, we're gonna go through this really quickly.
Who cares? Right? Whatever.
Within minutes of being on their show, the Tate content machine snaps into action. Oh yeah.
All right.
Wow. Already.
You promised to sing to me.
So this guy goes on the show. They kick him off the show because he didn't sing. And before he gets off the show, it's already viral. You like, how did it go viral so quickly? Okay, he about to explain.
Dude, I won't kick Vice out of my house. You can sing now or you're off the phone.
Tate brothers embarrass Vice reporter.
Actually, I take that back. I want to make sure that my army is fighting, ethically and following the
18,000 likes, 246 comments, 66 reshares. Oh, I accidentally liked it.
If you had to go to war, would you call your friends?
Let's see what people are saying.
All right, so Tate has an army of people who just clip him, right? And you're like, why would they just clip him? Like, why are people not just clipping HenryResilient? Okay, because Tate is paying them to clip him in a very different way.
Tate win, as always. I'm impressed how easily he runs over weak men's arguments. It isn't Tate posting all these videos, so who are all these people?
Exactly, he's getting into it.
Tate
guys.
Brothers Embarrassed Vice Reporter was posted by a
posting
fan account that has 58,000 followers and 3.9 million likes, and is just posting loads of videos every single day. Right in the description of his account, it says, looking to level up your life, start here. It's a sign-up link to the Hustlers University. Another account.
All right, so if you post this stuff on your TikTok, you got the link to the sign up for the Hustlers University, which is like his elite group. You actually get some kickbacks.
And again, a link to the Hustlers University. He's got a clever formula here.
Very clever.
It turns out a big part of Hustlers University is an affiliate marketing scheme where boys as young as 13 are instructed to share controversial videos of Andrew with.
All right, and that's basically how it is. The Hustlers University is about $50 to join, and it's a subscription. So if I'm Andrew Tate and I'm like, hey, post my video, if you get someone to sign up to Hustlers University, you get $25. So it incentivizes people to post his video, have his affiliate link, and he made like 11 million in a month. This is a great video. Go check it out. So now we know he's arrested, and people are like, yo, what's going on with Andrew Tate? Now look, let me put this disclaimer out. If he was truly trafficking, then he should be put under the jail. I'll just put that disclaimer. I don't got a Bugatti, but here I try to be not biased, but I'm very biased with Mr. Kyle. Very biased with Mr. Kyle. Kid you not. I'm like, hey, I'm pulling for Mr. Kyle. Don't even get it twisted. But if he is false allegated and they railroad him, then we got some issues. Now, look, I get it. He goes in on masculinity and me, and I really don't care about that. But injustice anywhere is like a threat to justice everywhere. Y'all know who said that. But anyway, let's get into this article. We're going to go quick because y'all ain't really here for Andrew Tate. Y'all here for Mr. Kyle. But anyway, so what does it say? 2 women deny who being trafficked by Tate and insist they work for him are willingly are victims and have been brainwashed, the Romanian judge rules. So just that headline off the top is like, what? So you got 2 women who work for him say, hey, we were never trafficked. And the judge is like, nah. Y'all were brainwashed, which we call that Stockholm Syndrome. It's basically when you become like in love or romanticize about your kidnapper. We can go down that rabbit hole all you want, but it's 2 women, okay? 2 women, young women being trafficked by the brother Tristan, do not understand. There's basically the judge is like, y'all have no idea that y'all were a part of this. Y'all. We don't believe that women know what's going on in Romania. You be coming here in the United States, then it'd be like, it's a whole different case. But since you're Romanian, like, y'all are idiots. Y'all were enslaved. Y'all just don't know it. And they're like, no, we love them. We were here at our own recognizance and we could have left at any time. They're like, no. All right, let's go down to the part where, this is Tate. This is the Tate brothers. They go on, they smiling like, look, they down bad. They are really down bad. But the part I want to get to is, here we go right here. Let me make it a little bigger for you guys so y'all can see it, because people be complaining like, we can't see it. Anyway, look at these advertisements. Jesus Christ. It's covering up the content. All right. Jesus. Let's get to it. One of the two women was originally from the US and had been attracted to Romania by Tristan Tate, the court heard. The Romanian prosecutors considered the two women as victims of Tate brothers, despite their claim that they worked voluntarily for the man. So, like, this is kind of, you can say, like, people are like, look, the agenda is to basically imprison the Tate brothers because they're not even believing the testimony, which is like, whatever. The magistrate took the clinical psychologist reports into account and ruled that they did not speak knowingly and had been brainwashed through their own exploitation. Like, this is where it gets wild, guys. It gets wild. And y'all like, what's the point, Henry? What's the point? Okay, what's the point? I'll show you the point. Let's get to it. So we are going to go to Andrew Tate's this leaked statement right here. This is part one. This is part one. Let me make sure. This is 2 days before the raid. Hopefully you guys, like, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but this is new to me. These messages is like very, very damaging in my case, but they're not in America. They're in Romania. So this is 2 days before the raid. What's that? You're a good actress. This is Alonia, and she's going to come back into play when Tate makes his original statement. Bear, I practice. Like, I'm skipping through it, but this is 2 days before the raid. This is the conversation between Alonia and Bear. Perfecto, Alonia says, question mark. Just play it cool. Bear, got it. Alonia, like you don't know anything. So basically they're setting the stage that, hey, you know nothing about this raid. Just act like it ain't coming. Even though, allegedly, they may have planned it. She said, hey, just play dumb. Just play dumb. Let's keep going down. Good advice. Thank you. Now, this is 1 day before the raid. So this is 1 day before they get raided. That was 2 days previously. Hey, we good though. This is Alonia. We need an effing Oscar. Bear, let's go. Let's just play it cool and change my name so it will not start. LOL, got it. Like, this is treacherous. This is treacherous because if it's not true, you're playing with a person's freedom, their livelihood, basically their whole life, and you're doing it for clout. It sucks, but hey, this happens every day. Yeah, I told you to be like saying nice messages and that we are hurt or stuff like that, and we do love them, but we just don't like the situation. So now they're getting their story together. Alonia says, so they will not think we are really against them, you know? Like, what the hell? Bear's like, yeah, that's smart. Like, this is a plan, guys. This is orchestrated. Alonia, play the victim. What? I mean, we are, but yeah, like, act like we still love them and stuff. Like, look, man. Men will spend their resources for the illusion of love, right? And women will give you the illusion of love to take all your resources. Kid you not. If you don't believe me, look at any divorce. You think it's love there? You really think it's love there?
Nope.
Anyway, but ha. I mean, we are, Bear says. Wait, what? Okay, now this is after the first raid. Bear, tomorrow we should wear makeup and sunglasses so nobody really notices what we look like or who we are. Alonia, yeah, I guess. LOL. Bear, we are writing this movie ASAP. Yup. Like, what do you guys think of this? Like, seriously, like, if this was me, I would be like, yo, this is treacherous. This is reprehensible. And someone said, hey, Tate did it to himself. Yeah, you can make that argument. Now, part two. We have her talking to her family and basically them saying, hey, we need to start shopping our story. Look, for sure, we have to. I'm dying inside. Let's email Netflix ASAP, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Now, look, some people say, hey, they're joking about being in prison. I'm like, this is something you don't joke about. This is something that's very serious. This is something that no one takes lightly. But here you go. Now we have some messages from her family, and this is where her mother, like, shout out to her mom, Alonia's mom, I believe. She actually stands up and is like, look, I'm not feeling this. And after this, we're going to get into Tate's statement. This is Emma Gabby talking to her family. Bear, look, I know you don't believe that I can handle this, but I can. I'm not so concerned. Tristan doesn't really care if I leave going because we've made the brothers believe we are in love. They think we'll run back. What? Y'all are all getting this lesson in real time. Real time. I kid you not, real time. My main concerns are coming from the things some girls are saying. Bear continues a lot to explain, but we will be out of here fine. Bear, I don't think they care much if we leave anyways, which is why I feel okay. So you got somebody in prison for basically keeping someone and moving them against their will. And now you have two people saying, look, we can leave at any time they want. They think we'll come back. All right. Anyway, I will make the call, do the right thing in the situation. Right now, we both want to be in London, so they want to be in London. All right. Listen to a voice message. Who cares? Go to London. But why have all the American? This is Mona. She's talking. Matter Mona. This is her mother, I believe. Go to London, but why have all the American embassy on alert? You're causing a major upheaval because the Marines and all the American squad is on the go now. F it, Emma. F it. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Look, whether you like him or not, he's still a human being. And you could say, hey, he did some despicable things, but at the same time, you don't want to see this happen to anyone. And it can happen to you. I kid you not. Mom, I want to leave to London. You call that on you? Tell them to come Tuesday when we leave. Bear. Then they can see everything. Bear, look, if you stop me from going to London, expect me to disappear. So basically say your mom, if you keep me from going to London, I ain't coming back anyway. Okay? I want to go to London, blah, blah, blah. How dare you put me in anger like that? You called, not me. Because basically saying the mother called or whatever. Mother, this is better Mona. Go to hell, Emma, with your arrogance and ignorance and BS. Go with the upward land to Bangkok or Bora Bora. Who is shopping you? The whole American embassy is on alert. Shame on you. That's your fault. She's basically blaming her mom for calling the police. Now let's get to what his lawyer said. Like, what do y'all think of this? Let me acknowledge some contributors I see. Is this conspiracy to get them jammed up? Skinkerland P says, just showing support to the resilient one. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. It is. I appreciate you, man. Someone saying it's fake. Is it fake? Is it fake? $50 to have the honor of being. Yeah, y'all really don't like. Y'all really don't like Top G. But hey, I really don't know him too much. But I do have a story that I'll tell you about the Top G at my job that took place. I was like, what? At my job? Like, look. Anyways, let's hear what his lawyer has to say because he hired a lawyer. And look, he hired a female lawyer, which this is what you want to do when you're on the hook for something like this. You want optics, right? You go for optics or whatever. And someone said, look at the timestamps. So you hire a female lawyer. What does his lawyer say? Shout out to feisty.com. Let me subscribe. Let me turn on the bell icon because I think I'm going to start covering Tate. I don't know. Should I start covering Tate? Let me know. All right. Look, y'all, my audience, right? Let's do a poll before we get into this. Let's do a poll. Let me close this. I see we don't got too many Tate fans up in here. We got like 3% of y'all in the poll. Appreciate y'all. But should I start covering Andrew Tate? 1 second. Should start. Anyway, forget it. Forget the poll. The lawyer seems confident. All right. So let's hear what the lawyer has to say.
You expect to happen next? Do you expect another plea for an extension, or do you expect things to come to a head pretty soon?
So we're going to find out in the next several days. The existing detention order expires on February 27th. And if the prosecution intends to extend that for another 30-day period, they'll have to make that request soon, and then we'll have a hearing on it. Obviously, our hope is that at this point they are released and that it's not extended. But am I optimistic about that? No. And I think an additional factor that weighs in is the tremendous amount of assets that have been seized. So almost $4 million worth of assets were
Goddamn, fair use, man. Jesus, $4 million for assets, and he hasn't been charged. It's just an allegation.
seized from their residence. And unfortunately, that gives the authorities incentive to search and find evidence of some wrongdoing to be able to forfeit and keep assets of that nature. I think the seizure, let's keep in mind, when the police raided their properties and searched them and seized all these items, they didn't find evidence of crime. You know, they've taken these.
All right, so this typically happens, right? Look, being an investigator, you think I didn't go looking for something and find something else. It happens. And you could say it's just Romania trying to fleece them or whatever. But typically, you'll see this, like if you know Young Thug, where basically arrested him and then they raided his house and then they found some other stuff and it's like, you got this, you got that, we're gonna charge you with all this other stuff. And with him being behind bars, someone said, who is Andrew? XQC stuff is coming. We about to get through this quickly. But with him being behind bars, he really can't maneuver. So they're like, hey, we don't have that strong of a case. We're about to go in and try to find something.
Items in the event that they are able to later on show that they're.
Well, they say they're ongoing.
proceeds of
They say the
ill-gotten-
investigation is ongoing and the assets, some of the assets.
That's the crazy thing about it. All this stuff that's getting seized in Romania and now Dubai, they're taking the Bugatti, they're taking all the luxury items, watches, money's getting seized in crypto. It could be all.
They say the investigation
Can prove this has all been bought with dirty money.
going. They say the investigation is ongoing and the assets, some of the assets
Correct,
they've taken
correct,
are
but
part
this
of that investigation.
Of course, but this isn't a situation where police seized things that are illegal on their face. They didn't, seize contraband, drugs. A lot of times when there are these raids, things are taken which are evidence of crime. In this case, there was no evidence of crime that was seized. These are assets that they're holding on to.
So basically, she's basically saying, hey, they're robbing the Tate brothers. They took the Bugatti or whatever. And I'm like, look, guys, I know y'all feel strongly about them. I don't feel strongly for or against him either way. I just see him as another human being, but I do think it's fascinating what he's going through.
The event that they could later prove that these are proceeds of ill-gotten gains. And again, at this point, there are not charges filed against them. And the fact that they have $4 million in assets, it gives them further incentive to detain them and continue to search for some crime so that they could try to forfeit, those sizable assets.
In one of the hearings,
Jesus, man, like, could you imagine, like, all my men out here, all the women, I got some female mods. Could you imagine getting accused of a crime? You get arrested and then they go to your house and then they basically take everything out. And then you say, hey, am I charged? They say, no, you're just under investigation. Like, holy crap. I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, anyway.
where they attempted to end the detention, the judge that refused that request said, and I quote, one of the reasons given was the particular, and I quote, the particular dangerousness of the defendants and their capacity to identify victims with an increased vulnerability in search of better life opportunities. That folds into the allegations of people trafficking. Are you satisfied as his lawyer that if this comes to court, you have enough evidence to counter that claim?
All right. So basically what she's saying is he's preying on women who want to be rich and successful. That's all they're saying or whatever. That's all they're saying is, hey, he wants to capitalize on women who like, I want an Instagram account. I want to be famous. Can you make me famous like you did all these other girls? And you're like, sure, but we're going to get to what he says about the allegations really quickly. And then we get into XQC.
We do. We don't. First of all, it's a little difficult because I'm not supposed to comment directly on anything that's happening in the proceedings. As of now, they're closed proceedings.
But without detail, you're satisfied you have enough evidence to counter that.
I do. I don't think there's been any evidence that they're a danger to the community in terms of committing crimes. Again, I think at this point, they haven't been charged with crimes.
All right. So that's all that. Shout out to Feisty, Feast, Safai, fair use. But what do you guys think? Like, his lawyer seems confident. I'm really hoping that justice prevails, whether that's they find like a smoking gun that, hey, he did it, or they find something different that say he didn't. Anyway, shout out to Jose Trujillo. He says, Hashtag free Top G, justice for XQC, and RIP JDF. Love the channel. And say thank you, man. Thank you. Look, I got so many haters, guys. Oh my God. Someone told me I ain't black, and they put that on Crip, like on Crip, guys. On Crip. I'm not black. So maybe I'm blue today. Or no, I could be like OJ. Look, you know how OJ is like, hey, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I'm not black, I'm Henry, guys. I'm HenryResilient today. Anyway, let's get to his statement. And it's only going to take 5 minutes. And then we're going to get into all this XQC stuff because it's explosive, guys. Like, I appreciate everyone who sent me information on him and to prove his innocence. And we definitely used it. But anyway, take a minute to make sure y'all check out my sponsor. It's posted in the description and in the live chat. So what does he say? That's part one. We're going to go to his statement, right? This is him being interrogated. They said, first, let me shout out who found this before we go any further, because I want to give people their credit. You know, I'm all about people getting credit. Honestly, F-Tape, but protect the juicer. Anyway, shout out to Censor Man on Twitter. Give him a follow. Let's see what Andrew Tate, because they broke the story first. Let's see what they had to say, what statement Tate made. I understand the accusation brought against me, and I specify the fact that I am totally innocent. The girls never sent me money. I sent them money. Basically, I am the traffic person in the case. Like, goddamn. I understand. Hold on. I understood that there were discussions between the girls, but considering that I don't know the Romanian language, I don't know what the reasons were. This is from Andrew Tate. This is what the famous influencer claimed before the investigators, part 2. Here we go. I saw Luna and greeted her 3 times in my life, but each time on the occasion of some parties. My brother knew her for a long time, but I don't know what the connection was between them. Georgiana is our assistant in cleanup. I don't know what cleanup is. I have no idea what's on my nurse's phone, my vet's phone, etc. It's none of my business. I read the file. I read the file, and there are many missing links. The fact that I caught A, which is, I believe, Alina, in bed with another man, that she always asked me for money, that she had several business ideas, such as a cafe, a beach club, and that she wanted to become a famous YouTuber. As for her ideas, I told her to do what she wants, to keep the money that I'm busy. Most of the time she was in Romania, but I was not in the country. We have evidence that she used to blackmail men in exchange for large sums of money. So now we got potential evidence. Basically, any discussion that can be characterized as negative with A was because she was always asking for money. I knew her from London. She worked in a nightclub and had drug problems. So now he's basically assassinating her character. You see this. And then we're going to let his girlfriend speak out, and then we're going to get into XQC. The girl Andrew Tate refers to is the one who accused him of rape. She told me she wanted to come to Romania, and when she came to Romania, I wasn't even in the country. I don't remember if I paid for her plane ticket. She lived for about 2 to 3 weeks in Romania. Later, he invited himself to live with me in the house, which I did not agree to because I did not want to spoil my reputation in Romania. Then I introduced Georgina to him as my nurse and to turn to her for any problem she has. Even though I knew that A does and that she uses drugs, I agreed to see her out of stupidity. It was the biggest mistake of my life. God damn. Anyway, so what do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Let's end this poll. Let's end the poll. And let's see, do you guys believe Andrew Tate? Let's just start a poll. And look, I understand y'all are biased, but this is the evidence I brought before you. Do you believe Tate? All right. Yes. No. Boom. Anyway. All right, guys. Let's get into some XQC stuff. Make sure you guys vote. And after you vote, like the stream. Help me out. Help me grow. All right. What does everyone say? I believe he's guilty. All right. Hey, vote. Let it be heard. Let me check the Cash App. All right. All right, we do got a Cash App. All right, shout out to Ardo who sent yo. Oh my god. He sent me a Cash App and he said for Adept watching season. Ardo, man. It's Adro. Sorry, it's Adro. Shout out to Adro. Oh my goodness. Hey, shout out to the juicers, man. I love when y'all troll me, man, because I'm old and y'all just take advantage of me. Y'all be like, well, Henry don't know, so we could just say this, and he'll be none the wiser. All right, so where are we at with Mr. Cow's case, man? Where are we at? Let me make this bigger for you guys so you guys can see. Shout out to y'all trolling me. Hey, put XQCL in the chat if you for XQCL. And guess what, guys? We got the poll results. And 57 to 43 says yes, they believe him. Or 43 to 57. All right. Put that XQCL in the chat. We about to get into XQCL, man. And what he's going through is bananas. We gonna first look at the trial. We gonna look at the trial. And we gonna dig into Sammy for a little bit. Not like that, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. What is this? Anyway, so the trial date has been set for May 19th, 3 days before my divorce trial. So shout out to me. Anyone getting divorced? Anyone married? If you married in the chat, put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you married. 1 in the chat if you married. All right, so where are we at? Where are we at with this? First, let's look to see. Now, you know they're in this common law divorce thing, right? And she has to prove 3 things. She has to prove that, okay, I see one juicer is married. Okay, I see my sponsor is in the chat. Where my sponsor at? Right here. Shout out to my sponsor. All right, I appreciate that. Not too many married people. But guess what? Everyone is getting a double dose of family law thanks to Mr. Cow. So anyway, in order to prove you married in Texas, you have to prove 3 things. 1, you agreed to get married. 2, you live together. And 3, you held out as being married. That is the 3 things you guys need to prove. And during that marriage period, you have to always hold out as being married. You can't just do it. Now, I see diligent married. Okay. It's literally about like 3 married people in here. I kid you not, guys. Go through it yourself. It's about all right, four married people. We got looks like 33,000 people watching, and 4 of y'all are married. Hopefully, y'all got prenups or a postnup, or you think you're gonna be with her for the rest of your life. So here we go, guys. Let's get into the first piece of evidence. Y'all ready? This is, look, don't go freaking harass her, guys. Don't harass her at all, please. She already got the #1 juicer saying I'm ready to defend XQC with the hammer up, and she like, I'm scared for my life. Seal the records. Now, which is ironic considering she made sure that everyone freaking knew that they were going through a divorce when she popped on his live stream. Not once, but twice. Twice popped on his live stream. Let the world know. And when she filed for divorce, she didn't try to seal the records then. She just said, hey, I'm filing for divorce. And I wonder who leaked it though, right? Who leaked it? Because I'm telling you guys, look, let me give y'all some advice real quick. Who leaked it? Because when I tell you this town is so small and most of them speak Spanish, you have to press 1 for English or everything will be in Spanish. Like that's where we at. So who leaked the divorce? Because no one is just over there going through the Williamson County docket like, oh, this is her name, this is his name. Oh, they filed for divorce. Someone leaked it, guys. So if you leaked it, put 1. Okay, I see people spamming my sponsor. Okay, all right. Hey, go check them out. uhfy.com. Link is in the description. But someone leaked it. Who would leak it? You think Mr. Kyle would leak it? Probably not. You think? Nope. He ain't leaking it. But anyway, look, if you have evidence of her saying that they're boyfriend and girlfriend, that they are not husband and wife, please send it to me. If you got evidence that she deleted something, like I'm trying to find the tweets around August 25th. 2020. Send it to me. But anyway, shout out to the juicers. Let's go to our first piece of evidence where she's shooting herself in the foot. Now remember, all this is going to be used in court. I already proved to y'all that the video that she said when she got back from Canada was going to get used. This is going to get used too. And what does she say? Bias GF take. And we all know GF means girlfriend, okay? Girlfriend. Bias girlfriend take. I can't equally compare Mr. Kyle to these other streamers. They are brand friendly, hit their minimum hours and log off. Me too. X eats, sleeps, breathes content, streams endless hours, absolute trendsetter. Anyways, use code ADEPT on the juice. All right, now look, how do you think she got this freaking deal? You think she got this from her hard work? You think maybe she did. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her. You know, that probably was the wrong question. That probably was the wrong question. That probably was the wrong question. But she tweeted this on November 20th, right? November 30th, 2021. They were married. So if you married, why in the hell are you saying bias girlfriend take? Now I know she's like, well, he told me to keep it a secret so our fans wouldn't know. Like, what? No. What girl is gonna keep it a secret that they're freaking married? No one. No one in their right mind would ever say, hey, I'm married, but I ain't telling nobody. Come on, you seen women. Like, look, you can't even date a woman, be boyfriend and girlfriend, and not post them on the Instagram, and they're gonna be like, why you ain't post me? We're together. Now, you mean to tell me you're married? And at this point, it's been over a year. And now you saying boyfriend, girlfriend? Like, look, man, this case is so weak. It's so weak. Oh man. But anywho, like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Anywho, let's go to our next piece of evidence. People, like, remember, they're under the TRO. They can't delete anything. Do you think hey, y'all are hilarious in the chat. I got to stop reading chat because I'll never get through this because y'all are cracking so many jokes. Chat is going crazy right now. Chat's going crazy. Hey, thank you, Jay, for CKS Sky, for keep them respectful, man. Keep them respectful, man. I got sponsors watching the stream. I got sponsors in the chat. Chill. Anyway, let's go to our second piece of evidence. Remember, they can't delete anything. If you delete something, you break it the freaking TRO. I mean, you could call it a TRO, but they agreed that, hey, we can't delete anything, guys. We can't. All right. Let's see what I got. Y'all know Social Blade, right? Y'all know Social Blade. I think we all know Social Blade. You like, Henry, who cares about Social Blade? Who cares? Well, I care, guys. I'm an investigator. What is my job? To get down to the truth, to get down to figure out if she deleted something, if she's playing fair. Because our boy, Mr. Cow, he like, yo, help me. I can't talk about it. I can't tell the juicers to send me all the evidence that she deleted stuff. I can't tell the juicers, send me all the evidence when she called me her girlfriend or boyfriend. Send me the evidence when I refer to as her roommate because it's countless hours. I can't say that because I'm Mr. Cow and she got me like, Anyway, so Mr. Cow is like, look, if y'all could just help me out. Now, look, I didn't speak to him, Sammy, so don't be putting me in the goddamn divorce. She put me in there without putting me in there, like when she was like, the #1 juicer held up the blicky and said he was ready to defend HenryResilient. Or sorry, Mr. Cow. Anyway, she definitely deleted some stuff, children. Okay, so y'all like, did she delete something? I'm like, look, guys, let me share the screen. Look, I be doing my due diligence and people be sharing stuff with me. People be like, look, show this, show it. I'm like, okay. What is this? This is Social Blade. This is Adeptthebest. All right, what does this say? Let me. Y'all see it? Total subs. Now look, you know, when the divorce came out, the subs dropped off quickly. So the subs was like, See ya. We can't be a part of this. We cannot be a part of this. Like we are out. We are out. But what's important is what took place around here. Let me make it bigger. Total video views, right? Let me make it bigger for you guys so you can see. Hold up. Let me make it bigger. Uh-oh. Too big. Too big. All right. Total video views, right? Now, your video views should always be going up. You on YouTube always should be going up. Always should be going up. Always. But what happens, as I did my research, this dip right here means in May 2022, maybe some videos were taken down, maybe accident, maybe it was some copyright strikes, right? And she deleted them completely. Deleted them completely. But the only problem is they were under the temporary restraining order that said, hey, you can't delete nothing. Because she was like, hey, well, I deleted some stuff before I filed, and then it must have been some evidence. I'm saying this allegedly, Sammy. Allegedly, it must have been some more evidence of her referring to her as his girlfriend that just kind of just was like, whew, see ya. Just disappeared. Like, what the hell? Yes, May 2022. May 2022. You deleted. This is before, I'm sorry, this is before she filed for divorce. Deleted some stuff. Maybe she knew it was coming. Sorry, in May 2022. This was not after the TRO. Let me correct myself. I want to speak accurately before, you know, any legal action come my way. Like, he said I deleted it after the TRO was in place, and it was before, goddammit. It was before. You know, she don't want to admit to deleting anything. But anyway, you're like, Henry, what the hell is this? Look, I'm just giving y'all some proof that, hey, some stuff ain't happening like it was supposed to be happening. Like, who deletes a chunk of videos, especially on YouTube when you monetize, when you got almost, you know, you got way more subs than me. Like, Jesus, man. Like, gosh. Anyway, let me y'all see it. Hopefully y'all see it. If y'all got more information, please send it to me. Someone said this is smart. Yeah, look, they will outthink you to cash you out. They will outthink you to cash you out. If she deleted anything, it's not hard to get a subpoena. Yeah, it's not. You get a subpoena for like $25. But anyway, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's go into the next piece of evidence. Let me make sure. Now, look, shout out to, let me share the screen. Y'all know this girl. I don't know her. QTCinderalla. Y'all know her? QTCinderalla? Y'all know her? QTCinderalla? Is she cute? I don't even, look, I couldn't even tell you which one it is. This is how you know I'm old. Maybe I'm too old to be covering this, right? You're like, look, man, you old as shit, dog. You old as shit, and you not black, and I'm putting that on Crip.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Anyway, I'm like, someone said, yes, Ludwig's girlfriend. Dude, I don't know. Now look, we gonna get to QTCinderella. We gonna get to her because maybe she's in this lawsuit. Maybe she's in it. But she's about to ask a very specific question. Fair use to QTCinderella. Fair use. We want to review this and see what whatchamacallit looks like. You know, let me put up the banner. Let me put up the brand so you know I don't get no flack. So fair use. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research. And we learned about family law today. I'm y'all teacher, you know, HenryResilient, about to get cashed out in the most pettiest divorce. Who got a pettier divorce, me or Mr. Kyle? Well, Mr. Kyle, he not getting divorced yet, and we hope it don't reach that far. So anyway, what did she say? We only gonna listen to like 2 seconds of it, I promise you. But it's important, and this is evidence, guys. I kid you not. If you check back on this video a month from now and it's gone, like, they like, yo, Cutie, someone put the call in, delete that goddamn video, delete it. Now you're like, Henry, when was this filmed? This was August 16th, 2020. You really can't use it as evidence, but let's hear what she has to say.
So, guys, feel free to answer this. Would you get married to your current significant other or drink?
Well, let's start down the line with the
Adept, take it away.
I haven't really considered marriage like seriously, but fuck it, sure, why not? I would do it.
Oh, okay.
It's just paper, and it's just like, oh my god, if I ever got divorced, oh whoa. Like I would do it.
Oh, hey, it's just paper, and if she got divorced, oh, no big deal. No big deal. Like what? Come on. What do you mean no big deal? You're trying to divorce your boyfriend actively right now. As we speak, you're like, hey, if I get divorced, yeah, I'm about to cash his ass out. I want the Beamer, I want the Tesla, and you better not pull out that McLaren until we figure out if I'm married to you or not. God damn it. Ooh. She's like, I'm this close to the McLaren. I can get a McLaren out of a 2-year relationship. Like, are you serious? Where do I go? Y'all like, yo, Henry, where's the goddamn police report? We here for the police report. I'm like, look, guys, we got to get through the evidence. We got to get through the evidence. Let me just run that back for y'all. Let me run it back because, look, this is proof that people change. Look, my wife was like, I don't care about your money. I don't care. I got my own money. I don't need your money. And next thing you know, we get divorced. She like, I want all of his money. I want everything. That old YouTube channel that made $100 last year, I want that shit too. That crypto that he lost like 45% on, I want that crypto. And this is what happened. So let's hear her again.
Up. So, guys, feel free to answer this. Would you get married to your current significant other or drink?
Well, let's start down the line with the
Take it away.
No way.
I haven't really considered marriage like seriously, but fuck it, sure, why not? I would do it.
Okay.
It's just paper, and it's just like, oh my god, if I ever got divorced, oh whoa. Like I would do it.
Yeah, it's just
From roommates to husband and wife.
Yeah,
roommates.
It's a big state for a roommate.
It's just paper. Like I don't know, whatever.
Are you talking about now?
Business.
Oh.
No, just at some point. Just at some point.
Someone, did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Hey, is it marriage or is it just business? I'm telling you, treat marriage like a business or you will lose your business in the divorce.
Up. So, guys, feel free to answer this. Would you get married to your current significant other or drink?
Well, let's start down the line with the
Adept. Take it away.
All right. We got our special
I
guest in the
haven't
chat.
really considered marriage like seriously, but fuck it, sure, why not? I would do it.
All right. All right.
It's just paper, and it's just like, oh my god, if I ever got divorced, oh whoa. Like I would do it.
From roommates to husband and wife.
Yeah,
roommates.
It's a big state for a roommate.
It's just paper. Like I don't know, whatever.
Hold on.
Are you talking about now?
Business.
Who said business? Was that QTCinderalla? Anyway, I see we got our special guest in the chat, Stephen Asarch. Do you want to come up and go with me through the police report that he found? And, speaking of Stephen Asarch, right? Let's pull up his Twitter, guys. Let's pull up his Twitter because, my man, y'all got to put some respect on his goddamn name. You got to put some respect on his name. I ain't going to show y'all my search history because y'all going to be like, why are you searching Adept so much? Stephen Asarch. Let's see. Let's put him up there. I'll drop the link if you want to come up and go through. Or maybe just talk about the case. Let me drop the link for him. And replace the pinned message. So if you want to come up. And here is his Twitter, guys. Make sure I go show my man some love because he was breaking this case as I was breaking this case or whatever. And he was reaching out to me. I was reaching out to him, and he gave me a lot of valuable information. So who is he? This is his @name. And look, how in the hell my man only got 3,000 followers? Like seriously? He got stuff I couldn't get, in all honesty. I was like, yo, how'd you get that? He's like, look, man, you got a lot to learn, buddy. You got a lot to learn. So I see him in the back. You got to cam up. When we about to go through his police report, we're going to go through the police report, guys. It's the main event. We could go through his article first while he gets his stuff together. So here's his article on passion fruit. This was, I want to say a collaborator, but not really, but he helped me in life. So let's give him some shine. So streamers, xQc and Adept embroiled in messy divorce. This came out on the 16th. I got the person who wrote the article in the back. Now he dropped some gems in here. Okay, so some stuff I already knew and that you guys may have already known. Trial date May 19th. Okay, May 19th. It was something in here that he gives the background on the career, you know, like Mr. Cowden worked his way up to be this high value man. And is that the real Stephen A in the back? It's probably some fake Stephen A. You got to cam up. What else did he bring up? Da-da-da. The 2017 Call of Duty. Their relationship was tumultuous and played out in the public eye. Clips of Lopez asking Lingale to leave, talk off stream, heated arguments. Like, was their breakup that bad, guys? Juicers, let me know. You know I don't know. You know I have no idea. Let me put my brand up. You know I have no idea. So anyway, but he did bring up one good over the next year. They were roommates. He brought up something that was by their lawyer. Now look, we gonna quote him right here. We're gonna quote this article because he actually spoke to a lawyer. And when I was reaching out to him, I'm like, yo, should I reach out to the lawyers to get a comment? He was like, you could, but you don't got no credentials, you don't got no bylines, so they probably gonna just be like, nope. They streamed their breakup. Okay, all right. Okay, so look, he actually got to talk to a lawyer, Rebecca Rowan, okay? And she said Texas is one of the few last remaining states in the nation that recognizes common law. Okay. All right. A family interned in Texas told passion fruit. There is no doctoral requirement, and the only way to get out is just like any other marriage. Like, Jesus, man. Jesus. Okay. We know that her lawyer's like, hey, they held themselves out to Samantha's family. Like, so? Nope. So he didn't held them out. She held herself out, not Mr. Cow. So don't be putting words in my client's mouth. That's what Giga Chat lawyer would say. He never told anyone they were married. He just wanted to, while she was in Canada. That's it. Hey, he wanted some cheeks and he got the cheeks. And now Mr. Cow disagreed. Hey, they'd never been married. He was never married. In court docs, his lawyer claimed the pair never held themselves out as husband and wife. Occasional references to my wife or my husband do not prove a tacit agreement to be married without corroboration, Lingale lawyers wrote. Asarch, you still here or did he leave? All right, he may have left. Okay. Anyway, we're going to get to the police report after we get through. It was something in here. Where's the lawyers at? And December 21st, they broke up. You guys remember this. This is lore that all you guys are. Hey, hit the link, Steven Asarch. Hit the link. This is your article. And we about to go through your police report. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Link is pinned at the top. And you got to cam up. He said he's still here. Hopefully he cam up because we really want to see him. Because I really want to pick his brain because he said something in here that we're going to go to his tweets. All right, did he hit the link? My guy hit the link. All right, guys. You got Cam. He here. Uh-oh, you got to cam up, Steven. All right, while he works on camming up, let's keep going through this article. He is good, guys. Follow him on Twitter. He came and left. I saw him and he left. Anyway. All right, here we go with the QTCinderalla. All right. This is Lopez claims in her statement that Lingale agreed not publicly to announce that we separated, but started messaging her with a looming threat that he desperately needed to announce our breakup in order to get the public scrutiny off his back. Remember, she was like, he told me that we are not to mention it, and then he mentioned it, and now we're broken up. All right, so I didn't even put this up. Why y'all ain't tell me? Anyway, that's that. Oh, gosh. This is a long article, but it's very good. Someone said I'm not using the cam. Oh man, come on, man. You used the cam last time. Is this the real Stephen Asarch? Okay, Stephen, I'll drop the link and we can hear your voice. I can add your audio to stream, I believe. But I can't add your face. And I don't know if it's you. The one and only. All right, well, hit the link, man, and we'll get your voice in so you could. I'll have some questions. All right, so he don't want to cam up. Let's see. How do I do this, guys? Is this the real Stephen Asarch? All right. Steven.
Hey, Bucko.
All right,
How's it going?
This is the real guy. I know his voice. When he said that, hey, Bucko, I'm like, all right, great. All right, so how are you, man? We're going to pull up your article. We're going to do it side by side.
I'm good.
How hard was it for you to get information on this case? How hard were you able to get the police report?
I wouldn't necessarily call it hard. It's just called doing due diligence.
Okay.
Requires a lot of emails.
Exactly. Yo, oh my goodness. A lot of emails, a lot of back and forth, a lot of, hey, I emailed you this. Like, there's a document I wanted that I emailed, and then they said, hey, a week later when they responded, hey, it might be, whatchamacallit, it might get sealed, so we have to, whatchamacallit. So what is the one document that you got that you were not able to share?
Well, that would kind of defeat the purpose of having the document and not being able to share it, don't you think?
Okay. Was it the reporters?
Anything I thought that was important, I included in the article or in the Twitter thread. Basically, I got like 30 pages of police reports. And
holy crap.
Most of them are like entirely irrelevant to the case at hand.
Okay.
You know, the January 20th incident is mentioned. That's in the article.
All right. All right, guys. So he's talking about, all right, I have the court document up, the January 20th, but there's also another article that he got, or another police report that he got that we're going to go to first.
Well, this is a court record and not a police report. It's important to distinguish between the two.
Yes. So this is the court record right here. And it says, on or about January 20th, 2023, Mr. Cow falsely reported that the petitioner was trespassing in the marital residence and attempted to have Williamson County law enforcement remove the petitioner from the residence. Then she said, hey, he changed the password. And then what else did he say? He accessed my Spectrum website application to interfere with the internet service at the marital residence. Do you believe this is a marital residence?
I don't know.
Okay.
They live there. Like, when it comes to this will they, won't they opinionated stuff, you know you're not going to get anything from me on that.
Okay. All right. All right. So he's going to stonewall me, guys. But let's go over now. Look, I took it upon myself to watermark your document. So if someone I did.
Why?
Asarch, because it's you. You found them.
Look, I think that's very funny.
You found them. You get the credit. So if it goes up on Reddit and it gets like 1 million clicks, they're gonna be like, "Yo, who is this? I am Asarch." I'm like,
that's See, the thing is I've been writing about digital culture for like 6 years. I have covered dozens and dozens of influencers, from Onision to Dr. Disrespect to all the people you've never heard of.
Exactly.
Like my name has been involved and thrown around in this for long enough. So I don't really care if anyone finds the docs. But I guess I'll just say thank you for watermarking.
Exactly, man. There we go. That's the spirit. So look, we're gonna go through this together, right? This is very important because look at the date on this. And look, as me being an investigator, I know how you have to write these reports. You have to structure them very timely, like, hey, I arrived at this time, I was notified at this time, and you read it from bottom.
This is not the January 20th incident.
No, this is not. This is just a funny incident that I thought was hilarious.
Sure.
But
then let me talk about this one for a minute.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Sure. So this one was just in there. I don't really get it. I watched a bit of his live stream that day. I think he streamed about 9 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, the man is an animal. It's good for journalism because you can, establish a record of where he was. But this one just seemed weird and intense. Screaming around naked, yelling help while the cops are there.
But it's something very important in here that you may have overlooked, or maybe you don't think it's important.
Okay, let's hear it.
Boyfriend possibly has alcohol poisoning. That's 5/31/21. If I recall correctly, Sammy made this call and she said my boyfriend possibly has alcohol poisoning. She wanted EMS. She didn't say my husband. She didn't say my spouse. She didn't say my significant other. She said my boyfriend, which is Mr. Kyle's lawyer's argument, basically saying, hey, we only refer to ourselves as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, the way I read it and the way I understood it is that's not what Samantha said. That's what the police report wrote it down as. Like D. Cummings at the end made that claim. That's not Samantha herself claiming that she's calling xQc her boyfriend.
Okay. All right. So you guys see this. He's saying it's D. Cummings. I'm saying, hey, it's allegedly possibly Sammy. Anyway, you may know I am a little biased to this. What was it? He takes some medicine or something that's blacked out by Mr. Asarch, which we don't care. And he drank, according to D.
That was not blacked out by me, actually. That was blacked out by them.
Who?
I believe that was like a HIPAA violation.
Oh, okay. So he took something and drank. Hopefully it wasn't Ambien. A male heard in the background yelling, help me. So Mr. Kyle like, help me, Sammy is here. Anyway, but the phone number, Samantha, they give her Adeptthebest. They put on her date of birth, which we don't care. Mr. Kyle, what does it say? Resident concerned about potential swatting. So they're worried about swatting, right? Or is that a fair interpretation?
I think there were also a few other police reports that I had where they called about worries about, there was one that mentioned a tweet that they saw there was a threat. So as you can, like, they also talked about the fact that they were doxxed at that resident multiple times, like on live streams. So they definitely cared about swatting. So the fact that they thought it was a swatting attempt originally, I believe that's probably what they told the cops. Is that, you know, they get swatted a lot. If you look at like the other reports, they always mention them. They usually have them with their Twitch handle afterwards. So it'll say like Felix and then xQCOW, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh, okay. And you said you had about 30 pages of police reports, and I'm probably guessing that's because of the swatting, right?
No, again, it's just a lot of, you know, repeating. I'm not like you. I don't need to read through every piece to get donos.
I want every detail. All right, now, guys, here is the main event provided by Mr. Asarch, who
Jesus Christ, man. Don't foghorn me.
All right, don't foghorn. Mr. Asarch, who was gracious enough to do the due diligence, to do the work, to get this goddamn police report so we can know what the hell happened that night. All right, so let's go to it. Let me share it. And here we go. We'll go at the bottom, from the bottom up. Homeowner's name is Mr. Kyle, and this happened on 1/20/23 at, what does it look like, 10:55 p.m.? Okay. They have court next week, so that's why he is concerned it's her. So he suspects that Sammy is there. The front light is on in upstairs. A friend is also sitting out front. Who is the friend sitting out front?
The friend was you know what? I'm not gonna say it.
Oh! Almost got him, guys. I almost got him. Now, here's the thing, right? I know what everyone's saying. X is Samantha, 5'10", dark, straight hair, heavy set, and that's B well, and that's how the officer described her. I don't know. I only seen that Valentine's Day picture, and I know you guys are probably about to, you know, do y'all well stuff, but be respectful because this is gonna get used in court, guys. This is gonna get used.
Yeah, I can say I really disliked that they used heavy set to describe any woman.
Yeah, that's just them doing their job. That's what they'll say. Like, hey, she's now look. Heavy set is subjective, so let's shoot her some bail. Okay, heavy set is subjective. I used to date someone. It doesn't matter who I used to date. Anyway, front light is on upstairs. Friend is also sitting out front. I wish he would have put the friend out front. And I bet you, because the friend is the person who she told, who's probably going to have to testify in trial. Would you agree?
I don't know. I don't feel the need to throw other people into this mess that aren't doing it publicly.
Okay, that's fair enough. I can respect that. I respect that a lot. Now, if the female, like, look, trust me, if it was me and I knew the female's name, I'd be like, hey guys, it was.
Oh yeah, you'd be fucking blasting it. You'd put it in a thumbnail, probably alongside Andrew Tate. You know,
I would probably like when I saw Aiden Ross in there and I saw Destiny, I was like, God damn, why are they in here? And then when I read it, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, so let's keep going. The friend whose name they blacked out. This spoke to me at the top. This spoke to me. We're gonna read the notes. Spoke with Mr. Cow and his attorney. The female in the residence was his ex-girlfriend and her mother. So, like, where's the father at? Where's the father? Where has the father? Is she? Do you know the relationship with her father? Is the father in her life? Is the father dead? Like, what's going on?
I think your fixation on women and their fathers is really gross. And like entirely irrelevant to the overall story at hand.
Okay, I could take some criticism. But I'm just saying, she told her mom, father, and only her mother testified. That's where I'm like, if I told my mother.
Okay, but we don't know anything about her family or the situation at hand.
Okay.
You know, like all we know is that the mother was there. I will say in the police reports, I think it mentioned that the cousin lived there at some point with them. But overall, we don't know the family dynamic. So to make assumptions about the family dynamic.
I'm just asking, where is he at? I'm not assuming anything. I'm just like, hey, it just seems odd to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm different because I got a daughter and I'm like, dude, I'm like so involved in my daughter's damn life. But anyway, they stated they had been there since Thursday due to an upcoming court case over assets and to determine if they were legally married. Sammy stated that they were married and Felix stated that they were only girlfriend and boyfriend for 6 months. Like, I thought they were together for 2 years. Where's the 6 months come out?
When it comes to, I guess this is an important thing to preface it with all of these reports. Like, these are police officers, basically, like, their words are being transcribed in real time, or at least, like, notes about what they're saying are being transcribed in real time. It's not to be taken as, like, 100% fact of what the person is saying.
Okay.
It's more just, like, an assumption of everything that's going on, like, at the time.
Okay.
So like the fact that they said girlfriend, boyfriend for 6 months, like I don't think it's evidence of anything in the case.
Okay.
It's just that like this corroborates an incident listed in the police report.
Okay.
I know I'm boring.
No, Steven, you're great. For guys who don't know, Steven put me going to so much game about Twitch, about you streamers. Y'all really need to follow him on Twitter. Even though he just chewed me out for talking about her father, it's still all good. I still got much love for him. And this is his work, guys. This is his due diligence because I gave up. I'll be honest. I gave up. I was like, man, I'm calling the police station. I can't even get through. They like push one for English. I was like, all right, I got other stuff to do. But let's
that's what stopped you? The push one for English? I got through that page at least.
Yes, you did. All right, let's keep going. The Williamson County case is on Monday. That's when they had the hearing on the 23rd, which I'm trying to get that, but it's probably sealed by now. Was whether they were legally married or not. I asked the mother and Sammy if they had somewhere else to stay tonight, and they stated no. So they basically said, hey, we're going to stay here tonight. I contact the CID, the defense attorney, and the DA stated, I really could not enforce I looked this up. This is a common trespass warning or something at this time and was most likely going to have to wait until the court hearings. So he couldn't kick her off the property because it wasn't proved or not that they are married or divorced. Is that a fair interpretation, Stephen?
Yeah, that's what I got from it.
All right. So what do you guys think about this? Y'all feel bad for Mr. Cow? Anything you would like to add other than like they need to put some respect on your name for doing all this due diligence, for making my job easier?
Hey, I do a lot of this coverage. I look a lot of this stuff. I will say I was working on this story for like, month and a half, 2 months. It's really annoying after going through all of it. And it still surprises me how undercovered it is.
No one's talking about it.
Yeah, to me, like, xQc is the largest streamer. I've been writing about xQc I know I wrote about him in 2020, but I'm pretty sure I covered him during his Overwatch League days. He is unequivocally the largest streamer on the platform. And the fact that
go ahead.
Yeah. And the fact that he is like going through, like, even regardless of all the nasty shit you got to say about Samantha, like, it is a fascinating story involving a lot of money with a lot of high profile individuals. But I just think, like, I've said this before, digital culture, journalism in general, like, doesn't have a lot of eyeballs and a lot of reporters, like, on the field. There's not a lot of people looking into this stuff.
No, it's not.
And I think there should be more. But instead, what's happened is YouTubers have basically run into that vacuum where, you know, they take that little, the fact you feel the need to watermark this stuff, the fact that you can take one headline and get 8 times the amount of views that the article can get with 100% more opinion from you. It makes covering the space very difficult, but it's still so incredibly worthwhile, and I wish there was more of it.
You know, I get where you're saying about the coverage of it, and I do wish more people was covering it, and I only watermark it, one, so you can get the credit, and two, there are certain people who would just steal it and just use it as their own and without giving you credit. And me, I don't like that. I wanted to give you credit. I wanted to give you, hey, you put a lot of work into this, way more work than me. You've helped me out. The least I could do is lend my platform to someone who helped me to help them.
I very much appreciate the sentiments.
Oh,
I understand.
How do you feel about the coverage of this? Like, have you watched any of my live streams, or have you just been like, dude, I already know everything you know and much more?
I mean, again, I find your words to be a bit misogynistic, so it kind of makes it hard for me to tune in.
Steven, keep it going, Steven. I feel it.
I've told you this. I don't think this is a surprise. But I think, well, basically, when I do a lot of this reporting, I try not to look at what other people are doing because I don't want to, like, subconsciously steal.
Yes.
But in terms of, like, coverage of it, it's just like random YouTube videos and live stream fail clips. And, like, when you're dealing with a case that's this complicated and broad with so many nuances, like, what do we have? Like, over 15 court documents just that have been, like, released publicly, not including the statements that were locked and not including a lot of the evidence we'll never see. There's so much out there, and there's so much nuance. Of course, more will come out when the trial happens in May. But for now, it's just like caught in these little snippets where you don't understand the full scope and concept of the situation, because that's just how social media is, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you, and I appreciate your insight, your due diligence, your hard work. I see other people hitting the chat. I can't even let y'all up, man, because last time I let a juicer up, they pulled the blicky out. They pulled the blicky out, and then it was used. How'd you feel about that? Did you think I went too far when I let the person up, or?
Well, I think in general, you have basically Pied Piper a large audience of predominantly young men.
Yes.
And predominantly young men, as someone who used to be one, can tend to be a little edgy. You know? We'll do a little joke that might be a little inappropriate in the overall mainstream of things. Mm-hmm. So when you want to, like, bring them up in an audience in front of their peers, they're gonna do some wacky shit.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what they do, you know?
I was not expecting him to come up and say he's ready to. I'm like, look, this is what I typically do. I typically, at the end of every stream, I let someone come up and speak their piece and say, hey, what do you think of this? And they like, oh, well, you know, I think it's cool. I think it's this. I think it's blah, blah, blah. And then the first person I pull up, I think is a nice person. They pull a blicky and they like, hey, I'm ready to defend xQc. And I'm like, I panic. I just cut him out. And then I reposted the live stream with him out of it. But someone had already clipped it. It already went viral. There was nothing.
That's why you are mentioned in the court documents.
Well,
or at least in live stream is. Yeah, I thought that was weird where they just mentioned it like as a live stream without like, you know, talking about where it was.
Hey, because
weird.
She's watching the stream. You know she's watching the stream. You know Mr. Collins probably go ninja watch it later. It's hard not to watch it. It's hard not to read the chat section. But
I mean, I think that's very very noble of you to assume that these people are watching this stuff. I don't even assume they read my article.
Oh,
like,
come on, man. You uncovered some good stuff. You got a lawyer. I'm not gonna mention what you mentioned in private chat, but you've done your work. You've done.
Well, I know xQc knew of it. His manager declined to comment. I don't think that's risque to say in public.
Okay, so look, let me get like pivotal information because it's only like me and this guy covering this divorce, and everyone is just anyway.
They're just aggregating. Like, you know, you're gonna have 2 live stream fail clips tomorrow. There are gonna be full of comments of like, who is this guy? Why do we care? He sucks.
Oh yeah, people said, "Yo, he sucks. He has that blue cardigan on again. That's the same tie. I bet it's dirty." Someone told me I wasn't black today, and they put that on Crip. You know what that means, right?
Not a clue.
All right, they put that on their gang.
Oh,
it's big stuff. But any last words you want to give to everyone on your way out, Stephen?
Keep on looking at my stuff. I cover a lot of digital culture and a lot of stuff that you don't even know you need. Henry needs to start being nicer to women on his streams.
Get me. Should I be nicer to my ex-wife?
Hey man, I don't know your ex-wife, but everybody's a person.
Yeah,
and we don't know him. But good luck with this nonsense.
All right, thank you, Stephen Asarch. Appreciate you. Shout out to him for coming up, man. Shout out to him for him just going in on me, going hard as he can. Hey, I appreciate it. I take the criticism. I'm telling you, man, I get so much hate mail, so much bad press, but you know, at least he's honest. He stood on his word and he said, "Hey, I need to be nicer to women," but I'm just like, nope. Anyway, so that was the stream, guys. Do I have anything extra? Questions. I got to go to this freaking page where I said, hey, post your questions on my YouTube tab. The stream is over. You can like it on the way out.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no.
Let me. So y'all are so mean. And he said I need to be nicer to women. Has he met the juicers? Has he? Like, this is wild. This is wild. All right, so let's go to my channel, the community tab. I said post your questions on this post. See, we got 44,000 people in here. Any questions, guys? Y'all can just put them in the chat. We got right here, share this tab. And where we go. Anyway, shout out to my sponsor. I've reposted his link at the top of the chat. And here's the tab. Let's see, any questions? Questions below. The thumbnails are getting better. Here, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see. Thumbnails are getting better. I've got so many questions. Who's Andrew Tate? What makes him so special? What does he do? Why is he famous? I just want to know because I received comments mentioning him on my the Andrew Tate story. Okay. So my sponsor is still here. Go check them out. Free products, guys. Free products. All you gotta do is pay shipping and handling. So I am at work, right? And we have high schoolers come in, right? High schoolers, and we talking 11th and 12th graders. And I have to give a tour to 11th graders. And we're talking, and somehow we start talking about YouTube. I never told them I do YouTube or whatever. No one knows but about a couple people I work with. And next thing you know, there's like, do you know Andrew Tate? And I'm like, what? Look, this guy is like 16. He's like, do you know Andrew Tate? I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I played dumb. Like, oh, I heard of him. He's like, yeah, our teacher's a feminist. And I'm like, what? Now, this is crazy because a 15-year-old or 16-year-old is saying, hey, my teacher is a feminist. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? So now you got the UK. They like, look, we have to deprogram the kids because they're calling the female teachers feminists. And I'm like, yo, what What do you do with that? Imagine all you juicers right here who are under like 30 who getting all this family knowledge, this family law knowledge. What do you do? Y'all like, shit, y'all probably like, I'm never getting married. You see what Mr. Kyle going through, you probably hearing my story. And you like, get married for what? But these dudes are 16 and 17 calling their teacher a feminist. And I was just like, holy crap. I can see how this could lead to a scary path. And people are being like, he's mobilizing the youth. And, you know, all the conspiracy theorists is going rampant. But anyway, if y'all have no questions, I appreciate y'all. This has been a quick stream. And let's go back to the case. As far as it being sealed, I have no idea. And I can tell you why. Maybe I should have asked Stephen Asarch about it. But the reason I have no idea is because there has been no new order. So we're waiting on the judge to rule if the case is indeed sealed. And because it's not technically sealed yet, I can't get any new documents. And hey, what do you guys want me to do? But anyway, like the stream on your way out. Check out my sponsor. I appreciate you. Let me check to make sure no more cash apps, no more trolls. All right. No more cash apps. I got all super chats. All right. I appreciate y'all stopping by, hanging with your boy. I'll see you in the next one. I'll leave you with this.